So I just want to spend a moment talking through levers and linkages with you, and then this will help you with your design task, which is going to be to create a design for a litter picker or a grabber of some sort. So looking at number one, first of all, our first class lever. It's very much like, well, it's a seesaw idea. So we put the load at one end and the effort at the other. We need to push down on one end of the seesaw to lift the weight at the other. And you all know from experience, if you move the load towards the fulcrum, it takes more effort, more force to cause that to lift. Okay, so that's your first class lever. Your second class lever is like your Wheelbarrow Design. We've got some really good models for this in the homework, so thank you for that. So we've got the fulcrum at one end, then we have the load, and then we've got the effort at the other. So the longer this bar, the easier it is to lift the load. Even though it's only moving a small distance, the leverage helps to do that. Similarly, if you move the load further towards the effort, it becomes more difficult as well. So that's the Wheelbarrow Design, the class 2 lever. Now lastly, class 3. This is kind of like a bicep, I suppose, in your upper arm. So we've got your elbow, we've got your bicep, your muscle, and then we've got your hand, whatever your hand is gripping. A small movement in the effort makes a large movement in the load. Moving on from that, we're going to look at some simple linkages. So we've got levers. Okay, so we've got a first class lever here, but that can be driven by this bar across the bottom, like that. That's a simple linkage. We've then got what we call a bell crank linkage. The fulcrum is here. Okay, so with an input we can change the direction of the output movement. Okay, like that. So that could be anywhere, to be honest. That could be going in this direction. Okay, and it would still cause a movement however you want it to go. Okay, so that's the bell crank linkage. And then we've got parallel motion linkage. So these are the fulcrums here and here, and the input drives the output in that direction. Now this could be extended here, and it will still cause the same motion provided it had two parallel adjacent beams on there. But that's what we call a parallel linkage. So what we're looking for you to do for your activity is to think about how you can combine the different levers, different linkages, and so on to produce a design for a litter picker or a grabber, and that's going to help extend your reach to help you grab stuff. Use that information and complete the worksheet that's also attached to the blended learning. Thanks, bye.